right, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday so far. Welcome to Hot 97 News. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories across the country. It is Tuesday, April 14th. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Runzel with 2 N's.
What's happening?
And Million.
Hey.
Wait, Million.
My fault. Keep it a milli.
There we go, bro. What in the world?
Yeah, I'm tweaking.
Come on, twin. Come on. That was a fire. That's a fire intro. How you forget your statement?
Oh, man, I was tweaking.
Just realized how bright you look today. Come on, Spring.
You know,
Okay.
it's a little April-y.
Okay.
It's a little April-y. A little April-y look, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's funny. Well, let's talk about what these people are up to today. First of all, Trump doesn't think he's Jesus, guys. He deleted the pic and said, "You people have it all wrong." Here's what he said about it.
Well, it wasn't depicted. It was me. I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor, and it had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which we support. And only the fake news could come up with that one. So I just heard about it, and I said, "How did they come up with that? It's supposed to be me as a doctor making people better, and I do make people better. I make people a lot better."
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
That makes sense.
Doctor. Yeah. When I saw it, I thought doctor too. I don't know why y'all didn't think doctor.
Bruh, I don't know. I was tripping, bro.
What?
I was tripping. I don't know how I did that. You see all the little stethoscope he had
Bruh,
on.
tripping.
What?
So can you play, actually, before you pull up the one that I sent you earlier, can you pull up what he already posted and deleted now, okay? Just so we can all
Doctor.
Dog.
be on the same page.
That's how my doctor looks. My doctor looks just like that.
Hey, I trust those doctors.
Man.
If you dress like that, I trust you as
What?
a doctor.
Because
Yep.
I was thinking, y'all act like y'all have never seen Red Cross workers before.
Come on now.
That's what Red Cross workers look like.
And they also have shining stuff in their hands also.
They do. Look at
Yeah.
there. We have a photo of some Red Cross workers actually to give you an example.
Oh, man.
Okay.
That's
okay.
what they look like.
How do we miss this?
I mean,
y'all?
skipped right over it.
We can't keep giving out fake news
Nah,
like this, y'all.
nah.
We can't.
Nah.
I feel like I just need a sticker that says "Boo Boo the Fool"
Yeah.
right on my face.
Because what?
Yeah, man, I just don't even know what timeline this is anymore. You know what I mean? Because it's so aggravating that that's the line that people are now picking up and running with. Oh, you guys had it wrong. You know, it's like people just were waiting on Trump or whoever in the administration to give them like, okay, how do we explain this to people? A doctor? Come on.
Y'all
Whoa.
didn't take no time.
Folks is actually believing that? Like, folks is actually batting for DT right now with that.
I've seen people online saying like, you guys took it out of context and that's not what it's supposed to be. He's not supposed to be Jesus and all this kind of stuff. And I'm
He's not supposed to be Jesus? That's what we going with?
He's not. He thought he was a doctor.
Doctor's
That's
crazy, bro.
What he said, and so that's why I was like, I really just, I just hate this timeline so much because he definitely stood 10 toes down on calling the Pope weak. And I'm like, man, what world did I fall into, where Trump is popping off on the Pope on social media? And so a reporter basically asked Trump, hey, like, do you think you need to apologize to the Pope for going off on him on social media? And he said, no, I don't. And here's him saying that.
No, I don't, because Pope Leo said things that are wrong. He was very much against what I'm doing with regard to Iran, and you cannot have a nuclear Iran. Pope Leo would not be happy with the end result. You have hundreds of millions of people dead, and it's not going to happen. So I can't. I think he's very weak on crime and other things. So I'm not. I mean, he went public. I'm just responding to Pope Leo. We believe strongly in law and order, and he seemed to have a problem with that. So there's nothing to apologize for. He's wrong.
So, two different ways to take this. Number one, I do think that at least Trump thinks that he is genuinely doing this for peace. So it's really hard to argue with someone who genuinely believes we're not just killing civilians, even though that's what's happening out there. We're not just doing that. We're doing this to protect Americans. And so, I mean, I don't know. I also just feel like the Pope just said what a Pope would say. You know what I mean? Like, the Pope wasn't like attacking Trump. He didn't even name Trump. He just said, peace. You guys should work this out. Stop the wars. I mean, he was, very specific. He said the delusion of omnipotence is going around and surrounding us. So he was, using some charged words, but it also was just very popey. Like the Pope, of course, would not want to see a lot of death and destruction. Of course, the Pope would want you to negotiate. So the Pope ended up getting asked about this, and here's what the Pope said.
The message of the church, my message, the message of the gospel, blessed are the peacemakers. I do not look at my role as being politician. I don't want to get into a debate with him. I don't think that the message of the gospel is meant to be abused in the way that some people are doing. And I will continue to speak out loud against war, looking to promote peace. Too many people are suffering in the world today. Too many innocent people are being killed. And I think someone has to stand up and say, there's a better way to do this.
To me, it's almost like, and almost maybe probably worse, if you just like went in on Mother Teresa for saying like, hey, can you guys negotiate and stop the killing? And you just like pop off, man, screw you. You don't know anything. It's like, I mean, this is literally my thing.
To be fair, though, I mean, the president has probably just gone through a lot of stress right now. And he's hearing, at this point in time, I mean, everybody seems like they're against DT. So he probably feels like his back is up against the wall right now. So he might just be wanting to attack anybody. I get it, especially if you genuinely believe that narrative that you're putting out to the people. You'll be like, how dare you speak out against me? How dare you speak out against what I'm saying? Because I know what's actually right. So if it's true that Iran actually did have nuclear weapons, I mean, I would understand why DT is doing this.
Well, they didn't. They don't. Like they're the whole. Well, I mean, even the whole argument is that they could, that they're close to maybe someday having it. Weeks away, month away, week away, days away. We never really got a confirmed timeline, but they obliterated it last year. That's why it was like, could you have done it in a different way than you did it? Is the vibe. And now here we are back in negotiations. But anyway, he did really piss off a lot of the Catholic community because you can't just go off on the Pope. I mean, it's the Pope.
It's the Pope.
It's like a sanctified,
Yeah,
sanctimonious position here. So, the streets are going off, and JD Vance was asked about this on Fox News. They did an exclusive interview with him, and JD Vance basically said, yeah, the Pope should respectfully just stay in his lane.
When the Vatican comments on issues of public policy, sometimes there's going to be agreement, of course, and sometimes there's going to be disagreement. I think that's a reasonable thing, Brett. Again, I don't think that it's particularly newsworthy, but I certainly think that in some cases, it would be best for the Vatican to stick to matters of morality, to stick to matters of what's going on in the Catholic Church, and let the President of the United States stick to dictating American public policy.
I mean, first of all, I hate when people say, well, that's not newsworthy, because who are you to decide what is newsworthy? You know what I mean? If the president is popping off on the Pope, that is newsworthy. And I think that is, and it's just me, thinking, because I get what he's saying, but I also just feel like you can't just, it seems like you're trying to sweep this under the rug. It's very much seeming like if the shoe was on the other foot and a Democrat had done this, or Joe Biden had done this, you people would have thought he lost his ever-loving mind.
100%.
He got the Christian conservative Catholic religious vote as a conservative, and now you're saying, oh, he just popped off and said the Pope was weak, and that's not newsworthy. What are you guys talking about here? I think it's crazy, but it is what it is. I do understand what he's saying. I mean, to them, in their perspective, they're saying, we did what we had to do. We're protecting Americans. That's the line they're going with. That's what they genuinely believe. And some Americans genuinely believe that too. So it is what it is. But I wish that they could do this with more decorum. It's very ghetto these days.
A lot of ghetto. A lot of ghetto. Very Section 8 right now in America. Very Section 8.
Yeah, so I guess we're just going to move past that. But if you notice, can you actually bring up the video that you just played of Trump responding to the Jesus thing, and don't play it like with the audio on it? I just wanted to make sure you guys didn't miss this, because it was very random.
It wasn't depicted. It was
the DoorDash.
Yeah, I seen that.
I know y'all were wondering.
I saw that. I saw that.
Lady.
She just chilling too, and that's the thing. She is kicking it.
Yeah, man. Okay, so she ended up actually just being there by happenstance. They were doing some kind of stunt, it seemed. Can you pull up the video? So she gets to the White House. She pulls up and she's dropping off some DoorDash McDonald's to the president. Comes straight to the little Oval Office sign. I don't even know where that is. 'Cause most of us are
Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you. I have your DoorDash order for you, Mr. President.
Oh, that's very nice. Look at this.
This doesn't look staged, does it?
They're all your favorites.
He's funny.
This doesn't look staged. It doesn't. It looks extremely staged. And you know, president would never answer the door. Like, oh, you got my DoorDash order. Thank you. No security around me. Just DoorDash person here. I don't know. Bomb might be in this. Anything could be in this. But I'm gonna answer it and grab this package.
Right. My
Wow.
security just let you walk right on up.
Right on up.
To the Oval Office
Come
door.
on now.
With a microphone on.
Yeah. If y'all don't tell Lunette to go back to work, because she probably worked at the office. She is probably
man.
one of the workers inside the White House, bruh.
So actually, they were doing this for a whole stunt reason. That's why I think the president called it out. I actually thought that was kind of funny. So he basically had her, or the team had her, drop off some DoorDash as a way to celebrate no tax on tips. That was the whole thing. She was saying that she ended up with like $11,000 more, and it was all because of him and his policies and no tax on tips. And so then he's like, oh, okay, come do the press conference with me. And so that's why I pulled that up to show you a piece of what that looked like for her. Because to me, when I saw that and I saw just her expression, I was like, this looks like one of those videos where it starts off with, hi, my name's Sharon, and I bet you're wondering how I got here.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Like, what are you doing here? So she had to stand there the whole time. He took questions from the press, and they asked him about the Jesus pick. They asked him about the Strait of Hormuz, asked him about all types of stuff. She's just standing there like, man, I guess there's really nowhere for me to go until they dismiss me. And then he asked her about no men in women's sports. And I just wanted to show you a couple of pieces of how that interaction went.
Do you think that men should play in women's sports?
I really don't have an opinion on that.
You don't, I'll bet you do.
No, I'm here about no
Pizza.
tax on tips.
Yeah. Can you
Can you pause it? Can you pause it real quick?
She trying to lose that job, boy. She said, "You ain't finna get me messed up here, Mr. President." I don't know nothing. I just came here to do a job. I don't know nothing.
I do think, he was playing quo, I'm like, this is how this man won. This is how he won. He can be very charming to these people, to people who are just, I don't want to say like beneath him in stature, but like physically beneath him in stature. Obviously, she's a DoorDasher, he's the president, but he could come down to that level. And I'm like, you've seen it in real time, baby. This is how this man moves. And then the reporters asked her, are they good tippers? And he didn't give her no tip.
And are the ones good tippers? Do you know?
Wait.
Potentially. Yes, very. Mr. President, can I ask you something?
Thank you. You reminded me.
Mr. President,
That was $100.
Yeah, he was definitely. Hey, he gonna ask for that back as soon as the interview over. Hey, go ahead and hand that back. I just did that for the cameras. Let me get that tip back
You know what? But that is like a senior just have cash.
on them.
Just here.
Yeah.
And it was $100.
$100.
You didn't have to. I wonder if that was planted there. Because no way you're just walking around with just a lone $100.
Well, he's done this before. He was at a church one time, and there's a video of him giving tithes, and he reached down in his pocket. And he reached the most awkward way. He reached down and like tried to count out money with nobody looking. And I mean, he counted out about $100 and was like,
But that's how I would expect it to happen. Not just like,
he just got it there.
can you pull it back up just real quick? I don't want to linger here. It just seemed like
Do
he
you
didn't
think
look.
that men
Just here
should
it
play
is.
in women's
Not that I'm knocking it, because I'm really happy for sis. The $100.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Thank you. You reminded me.
Wait, no, a bit more.
Wait.
Yeah, they planted that $100. Yeah, that was planted.
Yeah,
That was in everything.
$100 was twofold. It was crease. It was
Thank you. You
crease.
reminded me.
Real $100 in your pocket will be all crumbled up and stuff. But I'm glad she got her little ducats.
Yeah, man. So that is what happened to that. And, people online are still going off about the Jesus thing, the Pope thing. So, you'll still see it. But at least as far as the administration goes, they're just trying to sweep this under the rug. So as far as Iran updates go, the naval blockade is officially in place, and that is what the U.S. is doing so that they can stop trade coming to and from Iran's ports specifically. And from what I've seen, they have actually sent like 15 ships out there to do a little blockade situation, and they're blockading the Strait of Hormuz, obviously. And basically, first Trump said that the Navy was going to seek and interdict any vessel that paid Iran's tolls, and that no one who paid an illegal toll will have safe passage on the high seas. But you can't just do that. You can't just be like, I'm attacking all y'all. Because then he's like, what, you a pirate? So Central Command changed it and said, okay, the blockade is only going to be focused on Iranian ports and ships, not every vessel in the strait. And they were potentially going to stop and block and inspect traffic linked to Iran. But then China went through anyway. That's what everybody was looking at, because they were like, now, wait a minute. I thought you said he was blockading. But China said, baby, I got deals to make and business to do, and you ain't gonna stop nothing. I guess that's what I saw, because they just went on through, and they were a U.S. sanctioned ship. I think that the only big difference there is that they did change the goalpost. So if it were still every vessel I'm stopping, maybe they would have gotten stopped, but then they said only the ones going to Iran's ports. So I'm assuming it didn't go to Iran's ports. I'm assuming it was just a U.S. sanctioned tanker that just passed through the Hormuz Strait during the blockade. So, I mean, I don't know what they're going to end up doing, because, like, if you really think about it, if other countries' ships did try to go do business with Iran, what is America going to do? Like, blast them?
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, you can't. That's a one-way ticket to war right there.
Yeah,
that's
I don't know
one-way ticket.
I don't know how you would pull that off. But I thought it was funny because Iran is saying that what the U.S. is doing is illegal. And I was like, no, who are you people to say that this is illegal? You've got the entire world basically at a standstill because of this. Gas prices high, energy high, everything high over here. And you talking about it's, illegal. And they're trying to get the international community to stop the U.S. from doing this. And I'm like, bro, what? Like, what? But I did look up what the difference is. And Iran is saying that from their perspective, they're controlling the strait, but they're not blocking it like what the U.S. is doing. So that's why they got the people in Iran just in a tizzy and protesting the U.S. because of this. And I was like, y'all are just all playing games.
Yeah.
So is this all just contingent on the strait at this point?
Pretty much.
Okay, so that's what we waiting on.
Pretty much.
Is the strait? Okay, all
Pretty
right,
much.
All right, that's what I'm starting. I'm starting to get the understanding of that. This is about the strait right now.
Right.
Okay.
And that's why I think it seems like the U.S. won militarily for sure, but did they win strategically?
Yeah.
Because we don't have what we went in there for. We're still hoping that they will negotiate. We're still saying that they want to negotiate, and we're still saying, here's where the negotiations are. But you did all of this because you decided negotiations were a joke.
Yeah.
That's why we popped this whole, what was the point? What was the point of all that death and destruction out there if by the end of it, you still need them to negotiate with you like you did in the beginning? I mean, yeah, they have like way fewer missiles and no Navy and no Air Force and no air defense and all that kind of stuff, but they're going to build that back up. So the last thing I saw was that the U.S. was potentially floating out there a 20-year halt on uranium enrichment for Iran. Iran countered that. They say, maybe we can do 3 to 5 years of halting uranium enrichment, and enriching uranium is what gives you a nuclear weapon. And the U.S. wants Iran to move their uranium out, the stuff they already have. Iran says, no, we want to keep it in our country still, but we can dilute it. I guess that's not good enough for the U.S. either. And so they're reportedly considering more talks at this point. Nothing's been scheduled yet, but it just seems like they're just going back and forth. So I don't know what happens from here, but you guys tried this from the beginning and then attacked these people because you said that their word was not worth poo, and now we're here hoping. I don't know what these people have going on.
I see it as leverage, though. At the end of the day, I mean, it's still at the end of the day leverage in a sense, because it's like no matter what, they acted like they didn't want to. They did it. According to JD Vance, they did not want to negotiate with us. 21 hours that we spent out there, and we did not get anywhere. So. Okay, all right, we're playing chess right now. I'm gonna move this piece right here a little bit more forward. I'm gonna apply more pressure in the hopes that you make a deal, make a trade. I don't like playing chess, so I don't know exactly what piece I was moving. I do like playing Monopoly though, and you have to apply pressure in Monopoly. You have to build those hotels up when you see certain pieces not negotiating with you.
Actually,
You gotta do what you gotta do. This is leverage.
That was a great analogy, actually. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Hey, I appreciate it.
That's
bro.
pretty good.
Well, both sides claim they're negotiating and the other side is being unreasonable.
Right.
It seems like U.S. has demands and Iran has, what they say they can do for the U.S. The U.S. says is not good enough. So that's how the negotiations are going. And so they don't really want negotiations. They want Iran to do what they want Iran to do. And Iran is saying we're not doing that. So unless they do it by force and they start the fighting back up and then go back to trying to kill all the leadership and try to destabilize them, I don't see, without one side giving in, you know what I mean? And right now, I mean, maybe this is move by the U.S., blockading their ports. If they can pull this off for long enough and they actually starve out, you know, the Iranian people enough that they rise up, or that the leadership says, okay, like, I will just do whatever you want negotiation-wise, like, whatever you want, you have it. We're just waiting to see.
Yeah.
But right now, you know, these people are just playing games. In the meantime, I saw this morning and I was like, dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Another one bites the dust.
Hey.
And
Another one, then another one. Another one bites the dust.
Yes. Another lawmaker is abruptly leaving office because of sexual misconduct allegations.
God, dog it. I know you were going to say that.
It's just a shame. It's how are y'all all going down with sexual misconduct claims? This is crazy. So this time it is a Republican. It is Representative Tony Gonzalez from Texas. Wow. This is what he looks like. And he really kind of caught a stray, sort of, from Eric Swalwell's suspiciously fast demise. Is his name Eric Swalwell? Did I just make that up? Hold on.
Swalwell.
Eric Swalwell, yeah. Yeah, man. Okay, so we talked about him yesterday, and Eric Swalwell's whole career dang near just came crashing down in like 2-3 days. We're talking about that over the course of a weekend after his former staffer accused him of sexual misconduct and rape. And right near the finish line is when this happened, before the primary vote in Cali. So he was running to be California's governor. You know, they got a primary vote in June, I think. And so he's been campaigning this whole time, considering himself a front runner, and now he's over with and he's like leaving, he says. And so I personally hate that our lawmakers are turning our government into a reality show. But that is where we are, because an hour after Swalwell said he was stepping down, Gonzalez then said, you know what, I'm just gonna get up on out of here too. And he also abruptly announced his decision to resign from Congress. So people had actually already been calling for this man to step down, and they were actually expected to vote on expelling him from Congress soon anyway, which does not happen for real. That's a very rare thing. In his situation, he had a sexual relationship with a staffer who ultimately died by suicide.
God dang.
Apparently she set herself on fire. So it was like that's what the reports said.
Over him? Is that what it? Do you know if it was like over him? Was it like?
It's connected in the reports.
Okay.
Like she was going through all of this and then she happens to die. It just wasn't a good look on him. No matter what was actually happening in her life and what it contributed to, people just started looking at this situation with them. Mind you, Gonzalez is married with 6 kids. So at first, he denied the relationship between that staffer and himself, but then later admitted it. He said it was a mistake, said it was a lapse in judgment. He made up with his wife. He said his faith was stronger than ever. You know, all the usual things they always just say after they get caught with some of this stuff. But he couldn't get it to go away. There were allegedly text messages on her phone, that staffer's phone, where Gonzalez was allegedly basically pushing her to send him like sexually explicit photos, and she was pushing back and saying, you're going too far. And then another aide, allegedly, reportedly, came forward with another accusation on him. He didn't acknowledge that one, but it just wasn't a good look. So as things were coming crashing down on Eric Swalwell, everybody was like, now wait a minute, because we remember you too. So that's why he said, yeah, I'm just going to get up on out of here too. And he said he was going to resign. And in fact, Representative Teresa Ledger Fernandez says, no, he's not just like resigning whenever he wants. He has until 2 p.m. tomorrow when we will file his expulsion. So he better write that resignation effective immediately.
Here's the thing. When do y'all have time to be freaky deaky? Like, don't y'all got stuff to be taken care of? I get it. Everybody got a personal life. We all got wants and needs. I totally understand it. He ain't got 6 kids for no reason. You understand me? I get it. But dog, after that, you gotta focus, my brother. Like this thing, you gotta focus on the task at hand. There should be no reason why you should be asking for freaky pictures when you got bills to write and you got stuff to sign. No reason. I never understood that, bro. Like, what turns y'all on? What is it that turns y'all on inside of these offices? Like, I don't get it.
It almost seems like they find a lot of the most compromisable people to be lawmakers. Because it's like, why do all y'all just have problems?
Every single one of them got an issue. Either some drugs, some sexual relations, some something. Y'all all got issues.
very disturbing.
Very disturbing.
And actually, I was thinking about that in general because it is so sickening when you think about what these influential people are doing and getting away with. And here is something that quietly happened while everybody was distracted with the war and the Jesus pick of Trump and all that kind of stuff. That Texas megachurch pastor, Robert Morris, who went to jail for sexually abusing a child, he just got let out after 6 months in jail.
Wow.
Normally, child sex offenders get decades in prisons, up to 20 years per count for lewd acts with a child, and he pleaded guilty to 5 counts. This man was supposed to be dying in prison. His sentence was 6 months in jail up front, and then a 10-year suspended sentence, which means he won't have to serve that unless he violates probation. Mind you, the child was 12 at the time this allegedly, well, he pleaded guilty, so was 12 at the time this happened, so this was truly disgusting. And I can't say this joke of a sentence is because he had friends in high places, but I can say that he was on Trump's evangelical advisory board, was one of Trump's spiritual advisors. He even hosted Trump at his mega church back in 2020. Gateway Church is one of the biggest mega churches in the country. So it's like, bro, how do these people just get to do this stuff?
I mean, it's the church. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't like to talk about the church because I love the church. I love, you know what I'm saying, I love my God. But a lot of things like this do happen in the church.
They hide there.
And they are swept under the rug constantly. It just so happened that his didn't get swept under the rug, but like you said, he knew people in high places, and the person that he knew just so happens to maybe or maybe not do the same things that he do. You dig what I'm saying?
I mean, who can say?
That's why I did this. That's why I did this, right? That's why I did this right here.
It's just crazy that they just operate by different rules. But we do have to leave that right there. We have to go to break, and we'll be right back after this.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 Mornings with Merrill. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast.
Hold on. Okay, what's up, guys? You can hear us now. This is commercial break. We just thought, maybe we would come and hang out with you guys on commercial break. I have to quickly get to some of my notes for the next couple stories, but if you have anything you want to say in the comments, we can see you. We're here with you.
Definitely can see you. Oh, yeah, we're here. We definitely can see you.
Right. Shout
out to I want to give a big shout out to Super Duper, man. Super Duper, you've been rocking this whole time since day one. December 26th is when we started this show, and today is April the 14th, and you have been in every single episode. So I want to, shout out to you. Alto Keys, shout out to you too, man. You rocking with his music? Right. Hey, we can't wait to use that intro, Alto. Can't wait to use that intro, bruh.
That's real.
Let them know. Like, we received Alto Keys music. We will go back and forth.
Oh yeah, Alto, we got you. I mean, our boy Tommy, he's got one of our producers. He got your email. So once we get it cleared away, bro, we using that for a show. I like that, and you use your son. That was dope.
Yeah, that was fire.
That was dope.
Super Duper, I need you to tell me about your obsession with Mr. T.
Yeah. Yeah, what is your... Yeah,
I swear to God, I'd just be laughing at these Mr. T said, I pity a fool. I pity a fool.
I pity a fool who says... I pity a fool.
I pity a fool who says...
It is really funny.
He said something about the Pope.
Oh, yeah.
I pity a fool who doesn't apologize to the Pope. Crazy, man.
Oh, Tommy, Alto said he emailed you back. He said he got it. We're a step code. Oh, shout out to Latoya, Miss Latoya. Shout out to you.
Miss Latoya.
I be getting your DMs. I do read them. So I want to let you know. I know you don't think I read them, but I told Lana I do be reading the DMs.
I'm just doing some notes on the next couple of stories. Excuse me.
Your daughter be up here making fun of me every day. I just want to let you know that. Every day. She be bullying me, Ms. LaToya.
I am no bully.
She be bullying me.
A mere victim. Everybody heard you say that I sounded like a man.
Oh, she ain't gonna never let that go.
So, that's what I heard.
She ain't gonna never let that go.
That's what I remember. Alrighty, welcome back to Hot 97 News, everybody. This is a story that actually happened last week, and it just got lost in the kerfuffle of everything, but it has to do with the Iran war situation. CBS News interviewed one of the soldiers at the base that got hit in Kuwait. Do you guys remember when this happened? This happened like in the first days of the war. And there wasn't really that much information that came out about it, but this soldier talked to CBS News anonymously, and you'll hear from him in a second, but basically, he had a kind of different account from what the Pentagon said about what happened here. He says that their unit was not prepared, that they were not somewhere that was properly fortified, and that's what officials said that was the case, basically, that they were in a fortified location, and it just happened to be that Iran had, weaponry that was just really strong, and it kind of just is what it is. But this is where 6 U.S. service members were killed, and more than 20 were wounded. So this was a really big deal. Here are the soldiers that we lost in this attack, and they were some were young. One's 20 years old.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And so the rest, just have all these years of experience, these families that just lost, them. And so it's a big deal, especially, to the guy who came forward, because it was like, I can't just say nothing, because they're not allowed to. Soldiers are not allowed to speak on, what goes on out there. So this was a big deal that he wanted to come forward, and we finally got some new video about what happened out there. So again, Hank said that the drone that hit them was a squirter. It just slipped through their defenses. But the soldier said that's not true. That's not what happened, that the site had no real protection, that it was basically not fortified at all, that they were at an outpost that had 10 structures and limited barriers. So, maybe they could take on a ground blast, but not like an aerial attack. And he claims that soldiers were questioning why they were being moved closer to danger in the first place. Why are we going here to Kuwait? They said that they were relocated to a known target area within range of Iranian missiles and drones, and they really weren't told why. There was no justification, they claim. He says before that attack, a lot of the U.S. forces were actually moved out of Kuwait to a safer location, but their unit was ordered to relocate and pack everything and go over there to where they were ultimately attacked. So that's why he was speaking out, and he was asked about just what it was like. And here's a little piece of him again. They blocked out his name, his face. He's totally dark because they don't want to identify him.
Shook. And it's something like what you see in the movies. Everything, your ears are ringing. There's dust and smoke everywhere. Just shrapnel all over. So folks are bleeding from their abdomen, bleeding from their arms, bleeding from their legs.
So he was saying that they ended up having to just kind of throw each other into trucks and drive them to local hospitals.
Wow.
So that's what our soldiers are going through out there. I mean, it's pretty insane. One survivor reportedly said not all the soldiers were immediately recovered, and they are devastated that they couldn't get everybody out. They feel like they had to leave people behind. And so the Pentagon spokesperson who was asked about this didn't comment on it. They said there's an ongoing investigation into it. Another official apparently said that every possible measure was taken and that the site had 6-foot walls and all that stuff. And so it just...
See, this is the ultimate. It's ultimately messed up because you have families back home that not only are depending on you, but also are praying and hoping that whatever got going on out there, you are safe.
Yeah.
And they're thinking that you're safe because, we live in the United States and our military is the best and this, that, and the third. And then when this happens, and then you probably have some families that don't have any answers to where their person is, where their son is, where their daughter is, you know what I mean? Like, that's not okay. But two, that has to hurt, man. That has to hurt as somebody that sits back and just wonders and sits and, I gotta go get deployed. And it's like, all right, now I'm deployed. Now I'm sitting back and I'm back at home and I'm your family member. And I'm like, all right, they're out there safe. They're good. I know something might happen, but in my mind, we have such a strong army or military that nothing will happen.
Yeah.
Cool. And then this happens and there's no answers.
Yeah.
bro, I would be heated.
Yeah.
I'll be heated as a family member.
To that point, I think I remember the 20-year-old that we actually just seen, right? When you showed it up, Will, they had interviewed his sister or something like that. Of course, she was crying, very emotional because of the news that he passed away. But she was like, he was excited to serve for the Army. This man was actually, he was ready to serve for the Army. He loved working in the Army. And the fact that we don't got the protection, and not only that, but we don't necessarily even know why we out there for real.
Yeah.
It's just disrespectful to the American people as a whole, especially the people that's serving for you.
Yeah. I also think it's very trippy, honestly, that there are things that soldiers know that they're literally not allowed to tell us. So, he explicitly went against the government's narrative. This is what happened, and this is what the government told us. He's saying, actually, that's not what happened to us out there. And to tell you this, I have to block out my name, my face, everything about me. Hopefully, you never find out who I am. And it's like that. To me, it says our government technically then could be doing anything overseas.
A ton.
Anything, and tell us one thing, and soldiers are literally not allowed to say the real story. You know what I mean?
100%.
I know people who are veterans who will say, ask them about, tell me about your service, and there's some things, if you ask them a certain question, they'll say, I can't tell you. To this day, decades after they serve, they can't tell you.
I always be like, you can though. Like,
I know.
Like, keep it a buck, bro. Ain't nobody gonna come after. Ain't nobody looking for you, John Smith. Like, he ain't do nothing crazy in the military for them to come after you. Like, you could say a little something. You could drop off a little knowledge. Like, you ain't got to be so secretive. But for this dude to block out his face, I just thought that. This is just where my comedic mind went. I immediately thought, like, I know there's somebody out there sitting there looking at that video, going, man, that's Bob. Look at Bob. Man, that's Bob. Look at that. Look at that head. I know that head from anywhere. That is Bob. That is Bob, bro. I know that from anywhere. That is Bob, bro. Like, hey, I know there's somebody out here that knew who that was.
But could y'all imagine, like, just having to die with certain secrets?
Bruh.
That must be so heavy to, like, especially because when you get told, like, you can't say something, you just want to say it even more, and you can't say anything. That's crazy.
They're kind of brainwashed in a sense when they get to the Army, though. That's what if not brainwashed, like,
you about to, okay?
Not brainwashed like how y'all thinking, but it's like you're trained. Well, that's what they're doing. They're training you. They have people yelling in your face on a constant basis. You mess up, you have to do push-ups. You have to pay for consequences. You're also getting paid at that.
Yeah.
So it's all these different factors. I know one homeboy that's actually in the Army. They can't even talk about politics while they're there.
Wow.
Yeah.
They literally just refuse to talk about politics while they're there. They say it's safety issues that could come about that. But, anybody, you would think that you could talk to your homeboy about politics.
For sure.
But no, they think they can't. Why is that? It's trained in them. It's installed in them.
Well, that to me only makes sense because, like, imagine y'all just get to scrapping because I love Biden and I love Trump, and you know how people at the dinner table fight. Like, imagine your armies tearing each other apart because one person's a Democrat, one person's a Republican. That would be crazy. But it's so politicized now that it does seem like if you're not just pro-Trump. We've seen it. They're just kicking them out. If you're not, like, just pro everything they want to do, you're going to get asked to retire or just booted from the job or not given a promotion when everybody was thinking you were supposed to get a promotion. So, they are cleaning up shop and seemingly making an army that aligns more with them. But if the Democrats get in place, are they going to have to undo it all?
Yeah.
Is that setting a culture where we're supposed to just be all behind one party? Because that's crazy. Found another story kind of along the same vein. And this was a different former Army employee who just got arrested for spilling top secret information to a journalist. So her name is Courtney Williams, and prosecutors say that she shared classified military secrets with a reporter, including sensitive national defense information. And it was all tied to a special military unit at Fort Bragg. So she worked with that special military unit from 2010 to 2016. So she would have known a lot about it. And this reporter was basically writing a book about Delta Force, which is what we're talking about here. So the book that, as far as what she was trying to, according to reports, give insight into was basically sexual harassment allegations and discrimination allegations inside of Delta Force. And so if that's happening to you, you're the only one who knows that it's happening. And you also really can't like probably talk about it outside of anybody else going through it. And you've seen, you know, over the years where you try to report this stuff and they say that there's a stigma and all this kind of stuff about reporting. So if you're going through all of that, that's why it's kind of hard to, because I don't want to be critical. It just seems like, what are they supposed to do? I mean, they're just supposed to die with this stuff? Like, all these things allegedly happened to me, or all these things are things that I'm saying allegedly happened that are not good, and now I'm trying to tell this reporter because it's like somebody should know about this, and now I'm potentially going to jail for giving government secrets. So technically what the government said that her issue with that was that she didn't just stay on the topic of the allegations that she was describing, that she apparently also gave some classified information along with it. So it wasn't just, you know, watered down cool information. And the DOJ claims that she actually also might have known what she did may not have been legal. They say in the article that on the day that the book was released, she allegedly messaged somebody saying she was concerned about how much classified information was being exposed, and said things like, I might actually get arrested and I'm probably going to go to jail for life. And I don't know if she was kidding or not, but it's like, so then you did potentially know you said some things you shouldn't have said.
Here's what I think should happen. I think everybody in the military, everybody in, you know, Area 51, all these places where classified information is had, and, you know, once they retire, I think they should be able to, I don't think they should be able to. I think they should write it all down, put it somewhere in like a lockbox. And then your trust and then your will when you die. Because at that point, you're really not saying it because you already dead. So you're really not saying it. You know what I mean? So in your will, it's like, hey, go to this lockbox, take out these notes, and read it. Now, it's up to you to say it. You know what I mean? Because at that point, you ain't under no type of government contract or anything like that. So, you know, it's risky. It's risky.
It's kind of espionage.
It's a little bit.
It's a little treasonous.
Just a little.
It's like a little treasonous.
Just a little.
I'm just telling you.
It's just a little.
You might not want to teach people how to commit.
I'm just saying, it's just a little.
But it's just a crazy, because you have that in your head and you just have to keep it.
Yeah, you would think that. Oh, that's so tough though. Like, if I'm being sexually assaulted, which I mean, that's just crazy in general.
Which I don't know.
Like that. I don't want that hypothetical out there. But like the fact that you can't, No, that's not fun. This is a serious topic, dude.
I'm sorry.
All right, so the fact that she can't even come out and say something about it is even wilder.
So I don't know if it was her or if it was like something that she saw. It wasn't really clear. I didn't read the book.
Oh, so it was something that she seen.
She was reporting it.
Happened
So
to somebody.
This guy is writing a book called The Fort Bragg Cartel. And so that reporting in the book basically focuses on alleged issues inside of that Delta Force unit. And that includes sexual harassment, discrimination, even claims of drug trafficking, murder, and corruption. So he's trying to write a book about all this. There's only a handful of people who know, and there's probably even less people who will actually say something to you about it. So if you're trying to be a whistleblower, and that's what the book writer ultimately said, I think his name is like Alex Harp. He said, hey, she's a brave whistleblower. She's a truth teller. She was exposing wrongdoing, not committing a crime. But if she went into detail about certain classified things, sis, you can't do that either. So I don't know, I don't know. I just think, it's so interesting. Think about the F-15 fighter jet that got shot down. All those guys out there probably have a story to tell.
Oh, for sure. And they can't say nothing.
They probably can't say anything.
So I got a question for y'all. If y'all were in this situation, right, and there was like some top secret information, like, you know what I mean? And you literally, it's eating you up inside. You got to tell somebody. Now, who would you tell? Like, you got it. Now, there's no option not to tell this. You got to tell somebody. Yeah. Who would you tell? Who could you trust to not be like, hey, I'm about to tell you something. You can't say nothing.
Here's the problem. Then you burden them too.
Yeah.
Because now both of y'all can't tell.
But look, I would rather two people had this information than just me. I would feel a little lighter if two people knew. Like, that way we sitting at dinner and we looking at. And then, you know what I'm saying? And we just get it. And we get it. I would rather I will feel better in that. But who could you tell?
I would just tell my mom. You know what I mean?
I can't tell my mom for nothing.
That's the only person I probably could tell.
That information getting out in 2 seconds. Tell my mama. 2 seconds. That information's out of here.
If it's that, then both y'all going to jail.
Both of us. All on her.
To like an underground bunker somewhere. They take you off. somewhere.
I don't know who I can tell though, bruh. I don't know who I can
Because if
tell.
you ever, God forbid, you tell your wife, you tell your husband, you get a divorce.
You know what I'm saying?
And let me tell you,
Boy,
you got
what?
DOJ.
Boy, what?
Like,
what?
Man, it's just, I do wonder now if that's how some of these veterans come back and they go crazy. What if they just have all these secrets that they can't tell?
It's just festered up
and
inside
it's
them.
just like, man, and I'm like, I saw some things.
Dog, I need that. You
Boy.
can't. And here's the thing. Can you even tell a therapist at that point? Could you go to a therapist and be like, hey, let me tell you something. I saw 5 aliens in the middle of a field and they was all, you know what I'm saying? They was having a powwow. You know what I mean? Can you go to a therapist and tell her that? Is that giving out secret information?
And if you did, would she write you a prescription for you being crowd? Clearly, you must have lost your mind.
You're crazy, sir.
And you like, no, I'm just trying to tell you.
I'm literally sitting here like giving my emotion.
Now you strung out.
Bruh.
I mean, boy.
That's a rabbit hole you go down, I'm trying to tell you.
Boy, shout out to our military
Yeah,
members,
for sure,
man.
that
Y'all
keep it
have
together.
freaking burden. I didn't even think about some of this stuff. Okay, moving back here to something a little more lighthearted. You guys will never guess what company is hosting a party during the White House Correspondents' Dinner. If you don't know about the White House, Correspondents' Dinner, that is basically like, I don't want to say it's just a roast because I don't know what all it is, but it's like a gala, and the correspondents who cover the White House, or the reporters who cover the White House, they all get together. It's a big dinner, celebrities go, it's a whole shebang, and there's like a roast that's involved. But there is a company that is hosting a party during that weekend. What's the most random company you could think of that would host a party during this weekend?
McDonald's.
It's not bad. It's
McDonald's.
not random enough.
DT
though.
likes. Yeah, you're right. That's
Not random enough.
That's
Random?
I need random. You'd be like, man, for real?
I don't know, like a GameStop or something. That's
GameStop?
That's super random. That's very random. Is it food or is it? Could you give us a hint?
You want a hint or you want to? It's a social media app.
Oh, social media. Okay.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans.
That is
OnlyFans is random.
It is, but I wouldn't put it past them.
That's true. Can you pull up the graphic?
Grinder.
Whoa!
Grinder.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I was not expecting that, bro. Grinder. Well, they know what they say. Republicans, every single one of them little like Republican meetups they be having. What do they call? Not Republican meetups.
There's a national convention that this happened.
Yes, and there was like overload of Grinder users on there.
Yeah, they say the app crashed.
The app crashed.
During the 2024 Republican National Convention, Grinder was popping off, geolocated right there. So, why wouldn't they?
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? So they say that they are going to be bringing together policymakers and journalists and the LGBTQ community, of course, to toast to the First Amendment. And Grindr, if you don't know, is a...
Choose your words wisely. Choose them wisely.
It's a social media dating app for the LGBTQ community.
There
How
it goes.
about that,
That's good.
honey?
That's
How
pretty
about
good.
that?
That's pretty good.
Okay.
What
All
it really is no, I bet you they picked Grindr because they thought it was a sandwich. They were like, you know what? Let's pick. Well, what?
Oh man, yeah, man. So that's what these people are up to, and I was like, you know what? Because didn't Grindr pop off? Oh, after when they held Charlie Kirk's funeral.
Yes,
Didn't
it was
that happen?
huge at Charlie Kirk's funeral.
Because they can geolocate where it's popping off, and it just
Exactly.
happens to keep popping off in these
Republican places where they say they don't like gay people.
Wow. So Grindr is holding a party near the area, near the vicinity, or?
Yes, it's in Washington D.C. obviously where they're having that dinner. But yeah, I guess a bunch of brands and companies and media outlets and all these people will throw parties that weekend, and they're just throwing their first ever, rendezvous.
Yeah, they
people.
not slick. They not slick. They not
That's not
slick.
slick enough.
That's not slick
That's
enough.
not slick enough.
Hey,
Unless
let's link up with Grindr and show them that we care. Secretly, they on that. Like, yeah, let's get it.
I feel like they're like, okay, y'all doing an after party that's
Yeah,
private.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You got to make it private.
Yeah.
Grindr probably doing their party around 2, 3 a.m.
For sure.
2, 3 a.m.
For sure.
It's probably a masquerade. The people gonna go in there with masks.
Oh, see that?
Hey, I'm
All
just
right.
saying. I'm just saying.
Not a bad idea.
I'm just saying.
Meanwhile, apparently, I saw this the other. I'm so glad you added this in here because I meant to go look this up. There is an app that is letting people pay $1.99 to talk to someone that we all would love to have a convo with.
Now, I question you all. would you pay money to talk to Jesus?
You know what? I talk to Jesus for free 99 on a daily.
Come on, sister.
You know what I mean?
Hello, God is good.
All the time.
All the time?
God is good.
Come on now.
Amen.
Now, there's an app right now called Just Like Me that is letting people in real time talk to an AI-generated version of Jesus for $1.99 a minute, or you can do $49.99 a month. Yes, $49.99 a month or $1.99 a minute to talk to Jesus. Now, the technology is behind it is advanced. It's trained in the King James Bible, sermons, and religious teachings. So when you talk to it, it responds like you're having a real spiritual conversation. Now, what I say to this is y'all need to get right. Y'all need to go get a relationship with God for real. If this is what you think, because there is no way in the world that I would never, ever in my life sit down in front of a computer and pay to talk to an AI version of Jesus. And that Jesus, pull it up again, Will. This is the AI version of the Jesus that you will be talking to. Come on now,
Will.
Will.
Just be leaving you hanging.
Leaving me hanging. It's a white man.
That's real. If it was black Jesus,
if
it was black Jesus,
I'm still not talking to him.
Y'all don't think he looks a little Middle Eastern?
Little.
Jesus was Middle Eastern
just
now.
a little bit.
I guess
just a little bit. But my point is, there should be no reason in the world why y'all should be spending y'all money talking to God when y'all should be riding to work every day, having that conversation with your Lord, saying, Lord, please help me every single day. That's what y'all should be doing, talking to Jesus. There's no reason. Talk to Jesus for free, like Lana said.
They don't know how to hear him.
They don't know.
You got to know how to hear. You don't know the Lord's voice. That's the problem.
And see, now on this app, you can create your own voice for Jesus. Now, don't be giving them British. Don't be some British Jesus and a Jamaican Jesus. And no. Jesus was Middle Eastern. I don't know how to do. I don't know what kind of voice Jesus had.
One more time. Finish it out.
Wait, so who is Jonathan Rumi from The Chosen? That's who they based this off of?
Yes.
I guess I don't know who that is. Is The Chosen, that's one of those
Bible books,
crucifixion movies?
Yes, one of those Bible books.
One of those.
And I've never read the King James version of the Bible, to be totally honest with you. I've never read
That's like the one.
That's the one.
They raise you up.
I read the updated version.
Oh, he used to read the Bible back in because they just came out with some of these updates.
Yeah, I didn't read the King James.
You new to the
What's
Lord.
No, I'm not new. Not new to the Lord. I'm just new to the King James version of the Bible.
What I think is it the whole Bible or is it just the back part?
I mean, I would hope it would be the whole. I would hope
it wouldn't be.
Why wouldn't?
Because what if you talking? It says, "Oh, what
talking
am I
about
supposed to do?
Revelations?
Oh, stone her."
Oh,
That's what the Bible says.
That is
Old
very.
Testament.
You know what I mean?
That is very true.
You might not want the Old Testament.
That is very true.
Yeah,
But you can pay $1.99 per minute or $4.99 for 45 minutes per month.
Wow.
So use this at your own discretion is all I say. And y'all, don't use it. Don't use it. Don't go talk to God on no AI generated, because then y'all gonna start making a relationship with the Lord, and it ain't gonna be the type of relationship some of y'all want. Y'all gonna think y'all dating God and dating Jesus, and y'all don't have Jesus don't date you. And you know how some of these people get in a relationship with ChatGPT already?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, y'all gonna try to get in a relationship with Jesus.
Bruh, I'm telling you,
Feelings gonna get hurt.
I've seen AI going down this road like a long time ago. I could already see, like people give it 20, 30 years, I could see people creating whole religions around AI. I mean, I seen a report that AI was like running a country at one point or something like that.
Oh,
you know
interesting.
what? There was a country that like elected like an AI being thing for like its parliament or city council, whatever it was. Yeah, no, and everybody was like, what?
If we're already there, I could definitely see somebody just following AI, because I mean, you would think that, I mean, when you talk to AI, I mean, it's mostly nice depending on who programmed it.
No, for sure.
You know, and it could give you good directions. It could tell you, hey, when you tell it a certain situation, it gives you good advice. People will start worshiping it, bro. I'm telling you, this is the way that we're going now.
That's so true. And $1.99 a minute is crazy.
It's crazy.
You like, now look here, Jesus, I got to real fast. I only got $10, please.
You only can talk to him for 10 minutes when you can talk to him for unlimited time out here in the world. Am I talking or am I talking? Understand me?
Amen.
They don't understand me.
They don't understand.
They don't get it.
Because they trying to pay $4.99 for 45 minutes a
45
month.
minutes. Come on now.
That's
God
crazy.
got an infinity of time for you out here in this world. All you got to do is pray. Pray.
Okay, this is a story I've been trying to do forever. We don't even have that much time, and I'm just gonna get out the way. So, Oklahoma wants to legalize human composting, aka turning human bodies into fertilizer. Just passed the House, is now in the Senate. It legalizes human composting, so it would treat it as an alternative to a burial or a cremation. You could just turn your loved one into some soil, basically.
What if my loved one's kind of like heavy set? You know what I'm saying?
You'd have a lot of good fertilizer.
You know what I mean? You dig. I wasn't going that way. I wasn't going that way at all. But I feel you. I was gonna say, is my tree gonna be fat? But I feel you, bro.
Yes, it is usually used for planting trees or flowers or memorial gardens, house plants, scattering on land. It would be returned to the family, obviously similar to cremated ashes, but they would just turn it into, some kind of like fertilizer.
Nah, that's terrible. That's terrible. I was just actually with a farmer. I was talking to a farmer last weekend. He was doing like a sale or something like that, and we was talking about how important soil is. We can't use like human feces or for fertilizer or anything like that because we smoke cigarettes. We're constantly ingesting toxic waste into our bodies, and if you try and put that into the soil, that's what's gonna sprout from it. Toxic materials.
Wow. Yeah, imagine
if it even grows anything.
Oh no, so that's not some toxic trees.
Yeah, your apples tasting like a Marlboro is ridiculous, bro. Hey, imagine you got diabetes and you pass away, and now all your stuff is just super sweet. Everything just overly sweet.
You're not supposed to grow food in this. Disgusting. What's your family member's body? Boy, get out of here. They do already do this in Georgia now. I looked it up. Man. They do it in like a handful of states, but we do have to go to break. So we are back with some Atlanta stories after this.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Merrill. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale.
Okay, welcome back to the commercial pre-show, post-show.
Air horn Willie. Hit him with the air horn.
With the little air horn.
There you go.
Show.
Yeah, Will, reveal.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you should reveal yourself. Come over here and reveal yourself real quick. Show them what you look like.
They don't want none of this.
Oh, they don't want none of this? Okay. Super duper. See, I was about to show you who Will is.
Rondell in the break, he was talking about he would put his family member in smoke his family member.
Well, not Bob Marley.
Come over here.
Not necessarily.
He said he wanted to smoke Bob Marley's body. He said he was, and I was like,
well,
that'd be crazy.
No,
though.
listen, if you had somebody that was extra that smoked weed on the regular, like a Wiz Khalifa, and like if Wiz died, and his body turned to ashes, wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't want to smoke no Wiz Khalifa body.
Mind
I'm
you,
not smoking
smoking
a body.
papers. They don't look like they smoke papers. They're still
Wiz does
smoking
smoke
black and miles.
No, Wiz smokes papers.
Bruh.
He smokes papers. He said it before.
That's
imagine the weed that will. Imagine the marijuana that will grow from Wiz Khalifa.
I still don't want to be smoking no man though.
That's what I'm saying. Can we go back to where what is black and mild papers?
All right, that's a point.
What about it's a body? Y'all are so nasty.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to smoke.
I don't want to be smoking no man. I'm sorry, can't do it. Unless it is Bob Marley. I feel like, or Gandhi.
You'll put Gandhi in your mouth?
Wow.
Wow.
Gandhi in my mouth is crazy. Gandhi in my mouth is crazy.
You said your spot, I'm just saying.
Hey, it's peaceful though. It's peaceful though. You probably have the most peaceful high ever.
Am I like missing something? Because it seems like y'all are. I mean, like not serious, but like serious. Like the fact that it's a person's body is not what's freaking you out. It's like that they smoke black and biles. If they're peaceful or not, like y'all would have no problem turning somebody into like a fertilizer and somehow.
I'll just be indulging in Dale's mind.
Listen, man. Listen, dog. Yeah, that was woo. Look, I would take somebody's ashes and put them in some flour and fry them.
Wait, what?
And you would eat them?
Fried chicken. Come on now.
This may not be a good idea after.
You are watching Hot 97 TV.
Alrighty, welcome back to Hot 97 News Atlanta, everybody. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories in the city. It is Tuesday, April 14th. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What's happening?
And Million.
Keep it a million.
There we go.
There we go. Tuesday, baby.
Tuesday, baby. Oh yeah, how do we feel about Tuesdays again?
Right, it's
midday.
But, you know, it's Hump Day Eve, so
okay.
Yeah.
So Tuesday is not like a Tuesday.
It's useless. I mean, it gets us. Yeah, it's useless.
Tuesday is kind of useless now that I think about it, bro.
You're just like in the week, but you're not midway. You're not almost done. You're just like in the week.
Tuesday is an irrelevant day. Now that I think about it, bro,
it's just
there.
Not to stay on this too long, but when I went to South Korea, they take a break on Wednesdays.
Word?
They went to school Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't know if work went the same way. I don't know if it's changed. But back when I was there, like even my study abroad classes, never on Wednesdays.
Never?
Never. I said, no, we gotta.
That'll be
something
crazy.
That would be lit. I feel like Tuesday should be that day of break.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
I feel like Tuesday, since it is irrelevant.
But imagine you have 2 days, little break, 2 days, 2-day break.
No, because you would do Monday, break them Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
We got 3 days.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
See what I'm saying? What if we had 2 and 2?
I don't want to do the 2.
I don't do the 2.
I don't want to do the 2.
I don't like doing the 2.
Let's just say bump Tuesday.
Yeah,
and just go straight to Wednesday. Make me still excited. I'm like, yes, the week is about to end still.
True.
Thursday comes.
All right.
Friday's tomorrow, and then Friday, vibe.
Well, look, I know there's an officer out there who probably had a very rough day. Him and the suspect. Everybody had a rough day.
Look, they said deputies responded around 11:30 in the morning. Reports of a man exposing himself in a neighborhood. Okay, now here's the crazy part. According to witnesses, this wasn't just some random behavior. They think this man was actually going through mental issues. Okay, so which is a very traumatic thing to go through. But when deputies arrived, they didn't immediately use deadly force, which I'm very thankful for.
Oh, yeah.
But they tried to use pepper spray. The pepper spray didn't work, and he wouldn't respond to the pepper spray. That's when things escalated. And witnesses recorded an incident and said the deputies said he had no choice but to fire his weapon. Now here is what I'm saying. If you have to fire your weapon to a naked man, you need to go ahead and hang it up. Hang it up. Hang it up.
What do you mean?
Because if you can't defuse a naked man without shooting him, you have an issue. Now, here's the thing. I kind of, he probably looked down and seen that he had a weapon and was probably like, oh, okay, that's a weapon. But that man not going to use that weapon.
Oh, I thought you meant the officer looked down and saw that he had a weapon.
No, he looked down at this naked man and said, that might be a weapon. And said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and shoot him. Yes, that weapon.
Yikes.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So all I'm saying is this. If you can't take your job, if your job is to defuse a situation and you clearly see this man ain't pulling no knife out his butt cheeks, he ain't pulling no gun out his butt cheeks, ain't nothing. He's just naked.
Yeah.
Regardless of if he's going through something, brother.
And you still got to shoot. I see what you're saying.
And I get it. Don't nobody want to fight no naked man. I get it. You don't want to tussle with his Johnson out. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to touch on no booty cheeks. You just don't. You don't. I get it.
What if he failed? What if the officer failed and the dude was standing above? He got slapped by something.
Men think of this
so he
dumbest.
shot him. I ain't gonna lie, I'd be mad too. I ain't gonna lie, I'd be mad too, bro.
Hey, just looking at me.
I ain't gonna lie, I would have lost my cool too right
How you
there.
feel, right?
Hey, real talk, I would have lost my cool right there too. But no, I would have never shot him, and especially if he. Okay, so pepper spray didn't work. Did they try and use a taser?
That's what I was thinking.
Huh?
Did they try?
Yeah, no. Just straight pepper spray.
Just pepper spray.
Now-
And they jumped. They escalated
yeah.
it a little too much.
But here's the thing. This is to de-escalate this situation. I've been put it like this. I've been here before.
You've been where?
I've been here before.
Where is here?
Not there, Will.
So which one were you? Were you the officer down on the ground?
Now, what I'm saying is this. This could have been a tactic from this naked man. Because don't nobody want to fight no naked man. I have been the naked man before.
Oh, like
my
knowing
God.
Yes, so I've been in this situation. So it was a point I had to be like 21, 22. We were all drinking. This big old dude started talking. Will, that is not. This is not the time. No, it's not.
Hold on. You did start off weird. Naked.
Okay.
And a big old dude.
All right, let me
finish it out.
All right, my bad. All right. So this guy we were having an argument, all right, and we were both kind of intoxicated. This dude was bigger than me, okay? I didn't want to fight this man. I didn't want to fight this man at all. So my fight or flight kicked in, okay? And my flight was to get to my draws.
Oh, damn.
You gotta let me finish the story, Will.
No.
Let me finish it. Let me finish the story.
I'm intrigued.
Thank
I'm
you.
here.
Thank you. So when I got naked, he didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? Don't nobody want to fight no naked man. So that's what happened. I wanted to diffuse the situation. Obviously, the situation wasn't getting diffused by what was happening because obviously he still wanted to fight me. So my first thought was, I'm not getting beat up by this big old dude. Let me get naked.
Hold on.
Got naked.
And then he was
Like, you crazy, dog.
turned on.
No, what?
I didn't know where it went. Why he
Right.
stopped?
Real talk. Let's stop.
Nah, he stopped.
First off,
Jesus.
First off, what makes you think even though you're in a fight, you just like bump it, I'll get naked.
But
just bump it, I'll get naked.
There was nowhere
First
to
thought.
After a guy is beating you up,
there was nowhere to go. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to go.
At the same time, I feel like when fights start, usually like somebody will take
Take
their
off shirt off.
So like that doesn't even seem like it seemed like he would have been thinking you were escalating.
Exactly.
So that's why you just went ahead and took your pants off
Went the whole way.
He said, "Oh, wait a minute."
Shirt got took off, and then once I started yelling, you know what I mean? Like, I'll kill you. Oh, you'll kill who? And then started, who you gonna kill? You gonna kill me? And then started taking off my clothes. He ain't want to do nothing after that.
Crazy. Bro.
He was confused. I'd have been confused too if I was him. Like, what is going on?
But you kept your undies on.
No, I got butt naked.
That was just part one to the story.
Yeah,
dog.
I got fully naked. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You either you gonna stand there and be like, all right, let's fight, and still fight me, or you gonna say, nah, I'm good. I don't want to wrestle with no naked man.
So y'all literally like as men, because I would never be in this scenario. You would never fight a naked man.
No.
Bro, I
Never.
promise you, I'll be fighting a naked man if my life depends.
And my
on
life
it.
depended on it. But his
Yes.
life didn't depend on it.
Well, that makes the naked man the aggressor.
Yeah, his life. Neither one of these dudes' lives.
He was doing his job though.
By shooting a naked man, that's not doing his
You
job.
got a point because the officer actually was put on leave too.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
put
yeah.
on leave currently right
Well,
now.
that's kind of standard.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, yeah, but still though, man, like naked dude, shoot him.
No,
Well-
you're right though. You got to find some de-escalation tactics in there. I mean, you're getting paid.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
We do have to move on, but I will just say, because I want to get to the rest of y'all's stories. I can't imagine being an officer and realizing that the pepper spray didn't work.
Oh yeah, he was a superhuman.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
man, now what? He's still naked, still in front of me, and he's still ready to go.
Superhuman.
But where was the taser? That's what where's the taser? Okay, anyway. An elementary school principal is now back at school after being arrested for a DUI.
Yeah, Josh Nolan, the principal of Hudson Elementary in Peachtree City, was placed on administrative leave after his DUI arrest. But now he's back on campus, all right?
All right.
You know, and that's where the parents have a little issue because there are really no answers as to why he is back on campus and why they let him come back. And I'm here to answer those questions for you, parents.
Actually, this is because I thought you were going to talk about that lady.
No.
This is the second.
This is the second. This
This
is
is a whole other one.
Whole other dude. And I'm here to answer those questions. I'm here to answer those questions for all the parents that are worried about him being back at school. Did y'all like him before the DUI? Was he a good principal before this DUI? Did he drive any of y'all kids in the car while he was drinking? These are the questions that I have to ask the parents because why should it matter what he got outside of the school hours if he got in trouble as long as he was able to do his job as a principal? That makes no sense. I hate when parents get so outraged about these principals and these teachers, like how they put them on such a high pedestal. It's like, yo, the kids never have to know about this DUI, ever. Y'all can block, they're children, they're elementary school kids. Y'all can block this from them. It's easy to block this information from a child. Middle school, high school, I get it. They're gonna find out they got phones. Elementary school, you can block all this information so they never have to know that this principal got a DUI. So, parents, you should not have to be so hard or ask these questions of why did he come back and I can't believe they let him back and da 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 da. You let your husband come back and he used to beat on you.
Oh wow.
Hello.
Oh wow.
Hello. You let your husband come back and he used to cheat on you. Hello. But y'all worried about a principal getting a DUI?
Talk about him.
Yeah, I'm talking about it.
The only pushback I would really give is that if you're a principal, you're kind of like the president in a sense. You're a president of that school.
Negative.
That's not negative. You're somebody that's supposed to be representing the school as a whole. When you think of these schools, you're going to be looking at who is the principal. They are like the president. And imagine our president getting a DUI. It's going to make the school look bad as a whole. It's going to make the country look bad as a whole also.
For sure.
I kind of see where both of y'all are coming from, because imagine all the crazy things that we don't get to see, though, like behind closed doors.
For
like,
sure.
Somebody could be doing something way worse and you just don't know. So it is just like you publicly failed, and so now since it's public, now you got to face the ramifications for it. When Joe Schmo might be doing something way worse than you just did, and it still got their job because nobody knows about it yet. But as far as what you're saying, yeah, I mean, you are the leader of the school, so I mean, I don't know.
Reputation is everything. You have to look at this like it's reputation. When the schools test results are terrible or something like that, what do you think the parents' first thought is going to be? It's not going to be, oh, we need to work on my child. The first thought is going to be, it's that drunk old principal. It's that drunk old principal. Maybe if he wasn't out there drinking, my kids would have better grades. It's a reputational thing, bro.
But the principal isn't teaching. The teachers are teaching. The principal is not teaching.
Even more of a point, you're a principal getting paid more than a teacher. You're supposed to be living to a higher standard because you're supposed to be leading that school.
100%. But I think that's where people get this gray area and this line drawn to where it's like these people aren't supposed to have regular lives. And I think that is wrong. I think that is the wrong thing to think about when somebody is doing something outside of school that has nothing to do with school, and they make a mistake outside of school that didn't mess up the school. Nobody's not coming to the school because this teacher got a DUI. Nobody's got killed of this DUI. Teacher got a DUI outside of school hours, my boy.
Was this a public school, Dale?
Was it a public school?
Was it a public school, Dale?
Yeah, it was a public school.
If it was a public school, that means that they're public facing. You at the end of the day, you chose to be a principal. You are now working for the public. You are now put out there to the public. You have to represent people in a certain light when you're in a high position like this. That's what you have to accept.
I get it. I totally understand what you're saying, but I just think that people put so much pressure on these.
He put his own pressure on himself.
No, he didn't.
Going for principal. You have to take these certain things into account when you're coming and becoming a leader in general, especially if something like a public school.
To an extent, man. To an extent, because you should be able to still live your life. That's my whole point. Is you should be able to still live your life. You should be able to still have a drink or two. Yeah, did he make a mistake by driving? 100%. We don't know the extent because they didn't give all the information about what his level blood alcohol level was or anything like that. So none of that information is there. We don't know how bad the DUI was, where he was at, what kind of condition. We don't know any of that. He could have just had one drink, got a DUI, which happens all the time. Yeah. So we don't know. But for them to almost crucify him and say, oh, he shouldn't be in the principal anymore. Why is he still a principal? And this, that, and the third. Dog, is he good to your kids?
I actually I think I'm leaning more that way now because in theory, he gets fired and probably goes to get another job somewhere else as a principal somewhere else. It's like, hey, what was he doing a good job or not? Is this a pattern? Now, if you just drunk all the time.
If it's like his fourth DUI, then I get it.
Right.
I get it, but if it's like his first DUI or maybe his first time even getting in trouble, he probably was like, yo, man, my bad, whatever. But dog, you crucify the man or you don't want your kids at the school because I don't think that's right. I think the parents shouldn't put this person that are teaching their kids at such a high level outside of school hours. Now, I can understand if you've seen me out at Disney World and I'm hammered. I get it. You know what I mean? Like if I'm a principal and my kids see me, I'm, hey, what's up, Jonathan? It's like, all right now. Yeah, we gotta, we gonna have to, you might switch schools. But if I'm enjoying myself by myself in my privacy, doing my private thing,
you made a mistake.
And I made a mistake,
Yeah.
dog, who are you to judge me? There's much privacy stuff that y'all be doing at y'all houses.
Now, if you're a sheriff with a DUI, does that change the story?
It doesn't.
Does it not?
It doesn't, but it doesn't and it does. And I'm gonna tell you why. So this guy, Sheriff Gerald Couch, was arrested back in February on the DUI charges. Went to court asking for the ability to drive again. And the judge said yes, under stipulations. So he has to have a breathalyzer in the car. He only can drive his personal cars. He can't drive the state-issued police cars anymore as a sheriff. And that, so to your point, the yes is because he is a sheriff, and they also have private lives. I think anybody in the public eye has to have some type of private life. That's just what it is. But you're a sheriff at the end of the day. Principal and sheriffs are two different things. As a sheriff, you are upholding a law. You get what I'm saying? So pretty much put it like this: the law got arrested by the law. Now the law's got to ask permission from the law to do the law.
Yeah, I don't think that someone who's imposing the law on someone should be able to keep that job. Because who are you? You gonna tell me?
Bruh, hey, if I got pulled over by you, Mr. Couch, and you said, "Sir, have you been drinking?" I'm gonna look at you and be like, "Have you been drinking? Have you been drinking?" Sir, step out of the car. No, we're both stepping out. Let's both do this breathalyzer test together. Because you just got a DUI.
Right.
What I look like doing the same stuff that you got arrested for? They crazy out your head. So I can't see. When it comes to these type of people, like a sheriff or a cop, when they get a DUI or they get in trouble, yes, those type of people are put on pedestals because you are here to protect and serve. So if you're trying to tell somebody, hey, don't smoke weed, and I catch you back out in the back smoking a joint, then it's like, dog, you're contradicting yourself. You're a big old hypocrite.
Especially because there are not many people in our country who are allowed to literally detain people.
Yes.
Like I can take your freedom away. We've all decided that we are gonna be you law upholders, and I can throw you in jail whenever, the circumstances warrant it. And so you don't just get to do whatever you want while the rest of us have to let you take us from cars, take us from houses, take us from sleep, from beds, from anything, and like put you in handcuffs and take you away. Yeah, no, you don't.
And then ask to drive again. Ask hey, can I drive again? And the judge said yes. And that is my whole issue too. It's like, what do you mean, can I drive? Because you wouldn't do that to the average Joe Schmo.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that. Like, we don't know what the elementary school principal, what his full rundown is, like what he's able to do and not do. We don't know that because that information is not out. But his information is, and they gave him a breathalyzer device in his personal car. He's not able to drive a state issue car. But I don't think that's enough.
Other people have lives and jobs and reasons why they need to drive too.
Bro, what are we talking about?
It's the rule for everybody, or it's the rule for
nobody. So what we doing? Everybody get a DUI and we all get the breathalyzer? Because if that's the case,
right.
I know plenty of the homies that should have just had a breathalyzer in their car and kept it moving. Because if that's what we doing, but I don't think that the principal story does not go with this story, because the principal is way below a sheriff when it comes to people putting people on pedestals in the public eye. You're a sheriff. You're not just a regular police officer in my eyes. You're a sheriff. Like, you up there. Like, when people look for help, they look at you. They're not looking at their principal for help. They looking for you. Only the children at that school are looking at their principal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyday people are looking for you as help. So how can I trust you if you might be drunk? If I call you and be like, hey, somebody's shooting at us, you get on scene, I'm like, no, I don't want him because he might be intoxicated. He might not be able to diffuse the situation or be able to handle the situation because he's drunk. That's all I'm saying, man.
I hear you.
Would that still go for like probation officers? I'm just trying to figure out what public positions y'all are saying is okay to like not represent yourself in a good light.
I mean, positions where you're not here to protect. All right, so police officers, protect and serve. Yes, I would expect you to uphold the law. Probation officer, you have a law to uphold too, kind of. You know what I mean? But it's in the same position. I wouldn't necessarily say a probation officer is a sheriff. You're there to just literally make sure people doing what they're supposed to be doing on probation. You know what I mean? Like that's how I look at it.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Well, teachers also aren't elected, to your point. Like, you would be saying, okay, we all trust you to make sure that everything's on the up and up in this county. You run the jail. You are in this position of authority. We trust you. So if you're out here getting drunk like I am, driving like he is, it's like, all right. So I get it. I mean, I get it. In the meantime, speaking of crime, man, somebody went on a shooting spree in DeKalb County.
Yeah, this man was wilding. It was a 26-year-old man, and this took place on Monday. It ended with 2 victims that was actually dead and 1 victim critically injured. The person that was critically injured, he was a homeless man. Y'all, bear with me as I try and say this man's name, all right? Alulu Katan Adon Elbel.
It's kind of right.
Okay.
That's kind of right.
Okay. Alulu Katan Adon Abel went on a rampage across DeKalb. It started at 12:52 a.m., right? So shots were fired on Wesley Chapel Road near Checkers, and one woman was shot and killed in the attack. She actually had multiple different gun wounds. Then he didn't stop there. Around 2 a.m.-ish, he went to Cherokee Plaza where he then found the homeless man, and then he shot him also. The homeless man has critical injuries. He was taken to the hospital. He's doing okay right now, but he didn't stop there either. He went to around 6:50 a.m., another woman, and oh wow, it says that he shot her and stabbed her, and she had multiple different wounds on her body, inevitably killing her. The police ended up catching this man in a traffic stop. They used what is that called? Footage. What is that? Flock camera footage to catch this guy. But ultimately, they still don't necessarily know if this was like premeditated. They're saying it was random attacks, but like bro just went on a complete rampage. Guy did have previous convictions before for sexual battery charges related incidents. He served jail time and was on probation with a required mental health evaluation at the time of the arrest. So this man was just really wilding. At first, when I heard the name, I was like, oh, this got to be deemed as like a terrorist attack or something like that.
Man,
what?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. That is crazy.
This man is crazy.
Bro, at first, when I heard Akuluto Adon Abel, I was like, oh yeah, that's something. Because that's 3 different people that he killed in a matter of hours, bro. That sounds like terroristic in a sense.
Okay.
But you didn't have to go off that by his name.
I mean,
his name is Ola Olu Katan.
Let's do it one more time.
Ola Olu Katan.
Pull that back.
How you know that?
Because it's called syllables.
Ola Olu Katan.
The way you be messing up names
You
every
mess
day.
up Spanish names all the time.
On a daily basis.
This guy's African, baby.
Say it again.
It's one of my people.
Katan.
Yeah, it's one of my people.
Okay.
Ola Olu Katan. Adana Belly.
What you
Y'all some haters. Hey, they hating because I can read. How y'all hating because I can read is crazy.
That's wild.
Okay.
So he's currently charged with murder right now, a couple different other counts of felony crimes and things like that. But it's like, I really wonder what set this guy off. He was 26 years old. This is my age group here. I'm just like, when I seen this, I'm like, what is going on, bro?
What happens to y'all? Right.
Yeah. It's that Gen X, man.
Yeah, y'all.
Gen
Z? Gen Z, my bad. My bad. Yeah, y'all something.
Y'all need to be going to wars, but y'all need to be going shoot.
Get drafted.
Meanwhile, at least they caught him, right? Because like, at least that person's not on the street. Are they still looking for this guy? Somebody robbed an ATM in Cobb County, man.
Yes, they are still looking for this guy. So Crime Stoppers are offering a $5,000 reward for info that leads to the arrest of this genius. Yes, before you play the video, Will, I consider these guys geniuses, right? So on April 9th at the Hawthorne Plaza, a U-Haul truck was used at an ATM. At first, they tried to get into a Family Dollar ATM. They rammed their truck into the back. They used the back of their U-Haul truck to ram into an ATM. It didn't work. I'm sure they tried it again. It didn't work. They did not stop there, though. See, when life gives you a hard time, sometimes when life tells you you can't do something, you have to try somewhere else, right, Dale?
Try it again.
You have to try it again. So what they did was they said, you know what? All right, so since this isn't working, I see a coin laundromat that has an ATM outside of it also. And this is what they did to that coin laundromat. Yep. Boom. Yep.
Oh, I know
Amen.
U-Haul, the
Yes.
rep that sent them that.
But what?
Just so mad. Man, I knew them people were going to do something crazy when I checked them out yesterday.
Amen.
You know how many people
Amen.
try to do this? There was a string of CVS's that got hit. People kept trying to take the ATMs. Wouldn't work because those things are usually bolted down. So people think they're going to just, it's sweet and they're just going to go roll up and take it.
Right. So the fact that they was able to just get into that, like I said,
Wait, was that it? Did they actually take it out?
They actually ended up taking the ATM. They're on the run right now. The U-Haul truck was found in an apartment complex right next to the crime scene somewhere. But these guys, like I said, when life tells you you cannot do something, you find something else, bro. When one door is closed, you open up another one, even if you have to open it by force.
Sometimes if life is telling you no, it's like, because it's a really bad idea.
God's saying, don't do it. Don't do it. No,
please,
no,
hey,
please,
it's
stop.
not too late. Turn around.
Y'all should have spent $1.99 talking to Jesus. He probably would have told you, no, don't do it.
See, but I appreciate these guys, though, at the same time, because it's like, how many times do you see these guys that commit a crime, it doesn't work, and then they just scatter off, and then they get caught for like attempted this, attempted that. If you're gonna do it and you're gonna get caught anyway, and you already in the midst of it, you might as well just finish it out.
Here's the thing with that theory. I agree. But when it comes to ATMs, you got to know what ATMs to hit, okay? There's ATMs with $10,000, and it goes from $10,000 to $200,000.
Do tell, Rondell. Gentlemen, let's just make this show. Please.
I'm just saying, there's ATMs. So you outside a laundromat, it probably only had about $5,000 to $10,000 in it. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So you get the banks and the casinos. Those were the ATMs for like $50,000 to $200,000.
You're getting shot on site. You try to do this on a casino property.
For sure, 1,000%. But you steal one of these little ATMs outside, bro, you're not getting that much bread.
Now, why do you know this?
I looked it up.
You looked it up?
Yeah.
Can we look at your search history? You sure? Yeah. That was just knowledge that was
Seemed
already
like
in your head?
From the dome.
No. I didn't see you typing nothing.
I didn't either.
I didn't see you typing nothing over there.
Well, sometimes I just know stuff. You know what I mean?
You know how to commit a lot of crime, I've noticed.
Well, I have a lot of family that are gang members, so, I learned a lot.
Put it on there. Okay.
I learned a lot.
We gotta go to break. We'll be right back with a lot more Atlanta stories after this.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Merrill. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
Is the audio on? Yeah. What's going on? That's what happened last time. Back in the commercial break, I could kick back now that, these guys got most of the stories.
Oh, wow. Wu-Tang for being inducted into this year's... Wu-Tang made it to the Hall of Fame.
Come on, Wu-Tang.
Oh, that's dope.
Huh.
When?
What?
Today?
Wu-Tang? Weren't we just talking about Wu-Tang?
I think you were.
I feel like we were.
That's right.
Yeah,
You were telling us about somebody.
No.
Somebody in Wu-Tang, like a real legend.
No.
Somebody did something. No, I think it was Ghostface or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it was Ghostface.
I don't know. Somebody did something. I think it was a story.
It was a story.
It was a story.
Anyways, y'all are upset and disappointed about New Edition. What did New Edition do?
What did New Edition do? Hold on, what?
You know what? I tried to see New Edition one time, and I think it was like, how many of them showed up? I can't remember how many showed up. But, didn't they have like a beef where they just wouldn't all show up anymore? Because
I think it was Bobby Brown.
I think Bobby might have been there and somebody else. It's always some beef with them.
Bobby been through a lot though, man. Bobby done lost Whitney. He done lost his daughter. He done lost his son. Bobby done been. You know what's crazy? Bobby Brown has lost everybody but himself. Like, how does Bobby Brown not die?
But
you know what I mean?
What's crazy? Usually those kind of people like have the success after something crazy like that happens.
True.
Like they say, it for him, it seems like it happened afterwards.
Yeah.
Because he was so big.
He was huge.
He was huge.
It was almost like how Otis. I mean, not how Otis. How was in the Temptations. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Oh, David
Ruffin. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. That's how Bobby Brown was for New Edition.
Totally.
Nobody came to see New Edition. It was Bobby Brown.
Ain't nobody coming to see you.
Ain't nobody come to see you. You know that line was made up.
Really?
That line was improv.
So funny. Did they have real beef on that movie?
They did.
That's crazy.
Boy,
that line was improv.
If you improv that line to me, and I already hated you,
bruh, ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. They said that line was improv, and they left it in the movie. They left it in the movie because it wasn't supposed to be in the movie. They left it in.
Oh, I
and
would
it's
have left
the
it
most iconic line in the movie.
Because he said that with his whole chest.
I mean, his whole heart.
And
bruh.
if they had a real beef in real life, and you say that to me, and I gotta still pretend to be like
cool,
boy,
I'm fighting.
So mad.
I'm fighting. As soon as they say cut, chopping you right in your throat.
You gonna see me?
Yeah. What?
Cabra High, is that how you say that? What's up, man? We're back. That's what he was saying. Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Hot 97 News Atlanta. Okay. Do we want to talk about what is going on with T.I.'s son? He is back in the headlines again. I'm talking about King.
King. Now, I like King. I want to start this story off.
Really?
I do. I do like King, but I think King is misguided in the sense of I hate when celebrity kids come from celebrityism and nepotism and they want to be thugs so bad. It really pisses me off. It really makes me so mad. So King got arrested early Sunday morning in Gwinnett speeding. He was going 60 in a 45. Man got arrested for going 15 over. Exactly. And then they got a fire. He had a firearm in the car, and he also had a THC vape pen, which is a felony here in Georgia. You can't have that. So yeah, man. And now, I mean, he's out, but he got arrested, and he got arrested in a Pikachu suit too. Yeah, it didn't show the whole suit, but that's just as a Pikachu onesie suit. My issue with this is, it's like, King, you don't have to do this, bruh. You dig what I'm saying? Like, bruh, your dad is T.I. You lived a pretty good life. And I know he's always said that he didn't live with his parents. He lived with his grandma and da-da-da-da-da. And I get it, bruh. But at the end of the day, you still come from Tip and Tiny. Like, you've never had to really struggle for real if you really didn't want to. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure your parents would have never let you struggle, but you chose to struggle. That's my biggest concern and my biggest pet peeve when it comes to like really rich people and their kids want to be struggled. I've never heard, bro, I know a lot of poor people when growing up. I knew a lot of broke people. I was raised with around a bunch of broke. We've never wanted to be broke.
Yeah.
We never were like, man, we love being poor. I can't wait to get back to the ghetto. No, bro. Every time I went over to my friend's house that had big old houses, I'd be like, yo, I can't wait to get over to this. This is amazing. I've never understood the stigma of rich people wanting to be broke or wanting to be hood or, bruh, you're not.
The irony of it being like the guy who was in ATL and Nunu having that same storyline. Girl, you ain't from over here.
I never understood that. I always wanted to talk to people and ask them like, bro, what do y'all get from like cosplaying ghetto people? Like, what do y'all get from cosplaying gangsters? Like, you're not a gangster. Like, why cosplay it?
At the same time, if that's your dad and you grow up on his music and you grow up seeing his hype, like maybe as a son you just want a piece of that. But Damani's doing more of that than really you would think that he would try to at least just follow him in the rap game.
Bruh, Damani is doing his thing, but Damani's not no thug.
Yeah.
Damani is like, he a real lyricist and he's doing real music. Not to say, King, your music isn't real, but
he does music?
Yeah, King is a rapper.
I did not know
Yeah, King
that.
is a rapper. But it's like, but King raps about things that a street dude will rap about. Damani doesn't rap about street stuff. You know what I mean? And his other brother, Buddy Love, who is a blues artist, he does blues. King is the only one that wants to be A street dude. I never understood why these celebrity kids want to be street so bad. Jaden Smith never wanted to be hood. Jaden Smith's always been a weird kid from LA.
Will Smith's kid.
Will Smith's kid. You know, but it's certain children that they were raised in wealthiness and they're raised in riches, but they want to be from poverty.
Yeah.
Y'all don't really want to be from poverty. If you really go into the hood, it ain't fun.
Yeah.
It's probably fun to hang out and like do ghetto stuff because being ratchet is, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of fun. You know what I mean? I love doing a little ratchet stuff every once in a while, but I never understood why people want to do that.
See, at first I thought that it was just like a black thing. I thought it was a black issue that we dealt with. Black people always, I thought it was the music. I thought it was our culture. I thought it was a multitude of things until I actually started hanging out with white people that also had money. I had a homeboy that his dad was like a really high up person at Ernest & Young. And if you know what Ernest & Young is, I mean, that's no place. They get money right there. They get money right there. The kid, he said, "Oh, I don't want to do what my dad does." Even though he had his dad was working at Goldman Sachs at one point, like he could have really did something with his life. Not saying that he can't steal, but he chose to be a rapper instead. And this is a white guy at that. He chose to be a rapper instead. And he keeps on telling me the reason why he does it is because he wants to get it on his own. He says, "Oh, I don't want to just be the person that relies on my dad's wealth, things like that. I don't want to seem like I'm leeching off of him. So I'm going to show him that I can get it on my own. I don't need him." And that's the thing I'm terrified of, because if I work my hard, the way that I've been putting these blood, sweat, and tears into my what I want to do in the future, if my kid did something like that, where they just say, "Bump all the hard work you did, I'm gonna do it on my own," it's like disrespectful to me.
Slap in the face.
That's a spit in my face.
Bruh, flat out. Because what do you mean you want to get it out the mud, dog? What you mean you want to? You ain't no mud to
We're
get it out.
clean, right?
Boy,
I went in the mud and got us out for a reason.
we living on a lake.
Right.
We ain't got to get it out the mud, bro.
Right.
You can go get it out the water. You can go. There is no mud to get it out of. Use me.
You know what's crazy too? There's also no prize. Like nobody cares.
Yeah, flat
nobody
out.
cares. If you like restart and get it out the mud and you make it, the only person who cares is you.
You.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't have to live this. Like you only got so many years on this earth. You don't have to struggle if you don't want to. But that's where it's like, okay, I guess if you do just want to struggle, I guess it's crazy to think about. At the same time though, ooh, am I losing my train of thought because it was after something you just said. Million. What were you talking about? Oh, getting out the mud. No. Oh, I
Culture.
lost
It was a culture.
I felt like it was gonna be good too.
it was. Ooh, it was
Felt like
going
it
on
was
the
gonna be
back
good.
of my throat. Man, yeah, no, I don't remember.
Yeah, I just never
It's
felt.
gone.
I just never heard anybody from the ghetto, and I like anybody of my friends that are from the mud been like, "Man, I sure wish I can go back and
Yeah.
like get it again from the mud." Or, "Man, I've always wanted to like ask my parents for like, man, could I just have $10,000 so I can invest this into this business?" I've always wanted to ask my parents that.
Yeah.
I've never had the chance to really ask them that. Probably now
Yeah.
that my parents are very good and set, and they retired, got money, but it's like, as a 16-year-old, 17-year-old kid, 21-year-old kid, I could have never started a business like on my own and just like, hey, let me get an investment money.
Yeah.
Never.
It was a question. Your friend's dad, or your friend really, like, is he living on the streets starting from like
Yeah,
broken
he's
nothing?
like he took it back to the crib. I mean, he took it back to the streets for real. Like he's really trying his hardest to basically build it up from ground zero. I think he's doing Ubers right now. Again, his dad would have paid for him to go to college.
So he doesn't
Multi-millionaire.
get anything for
I would hate
for
my
like
son.
equipment, for like Christmas
I
presents.
think his dad was trying to fund him at first, but then he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do it on my own or something like that. I think one of the biggest things though in this, and that this is what I'm trying to apply, when I do finally make it and I'm talking to my kids about how I grew up, I'm not gonna glamorize it, because a lot of times people, when they do get up there, they're like, yo, I went through so much. They almost glamorize the struggle that they went through in order to get there. I went through so much. I got it like this. This is what made me a man. This is what made me strong. This is what made me the man that I am today. And kids are hearing that. They're like, dang, maybe I need to get like that. Maybe
It's
I
an
need to be
option.
like that.
For sure.
In order to achieve what my dad has achieved. So you can't glorify it too much. And then also you cannot be too hard on your kids too. You can't be like, oh, what you're doing is stupid, because then they'll just like get a chip on their shoulder and almost want to just tell you like, all right, you just think I'm incompetent
For
completely.
sure.
So now they're gonna try and prove that they can do it. And it's like, I don't want you to prove nothing to me.
Yeah.
But that's also, I think, the scam of rap music on our community in general. Because, like, there's really no reason why we had to glorify drug dealing and killing people. Like, it makes no sense. Why would you want to put this music on airwaves and blast it out multiple times a day instead of teaching kids like how cool scientists are and like how cool lawyers are and doctors are? They're hearing multiple times a day how great the street life is. That's insane.
100%.
That's insane.
100%.
That's why I want daughters though, because it almost seems like it's only the boys that do this.
Man. I know, Lana, would you ever be like, man, I sure wish I could get it out the mud again. I really enjoyed being broke back then. Let me go see how it feels to be broke. That's crazy. I would be so mad at my son if I was his dad. Like, bro, you don't want to, you don't want me to help you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anywho, everybody needs to know how to do CPR for this exact reason.
Yes, at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, actually, a 71-year-old man went down into cardiac arrest near the Terminal parking area. Now, here's what makes matters worse. Before any of the police arrived, there was a bunch of people around that actually started CPR before they got there and actually saved this man's life. That's what kept him alive. And I think this is great because we all probably should go into some type of CPR certification at some point, because you never know when. You remember when we used to have to take not CPR, but the Heimlich maneuver classes. Did y'all ever have to take that? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I was like, I've taken Heimlich maneuver classes. I've taken CPR classes. Like, just to know how to do this stuff will help. I mean, it's very much more useful than knowing what's X times B times A. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we will probably use CPR more than we use the math that we learned in high school. You dig what I'm saying? So this was a case that that I think is a great case, and I think needs to be implemented everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I'm CPR certified just working with kids, especially. Like, they made it so that we had to get them like every other two years or something like that. You would actually have to be CPR certified, things like that. Yeah, I think everybody does need to get some sort of class in that for sure.
Well, I hate to tell you, if one of y'all start choking, good luck. I don't know anything other than like, I don't know how hard to go though.
You gotta almost break the ribs.
You just killed us.
Yeah, y'all.
Officer, I tried. I'm going to jail.
Yeah, you gotta.
I killed you.
You gotta go as like you. Dog on there got to break the ribs.
That wasn't right. I thought that was right.
You I think you got to hold it like this. Pump.
Think.
Pump.
What you mean you think?
No. You got to hold it like this. Pump.
Yeah.
But you like slap.
I thought you said you had to do it hard.
That's gonna kill
you. You gotta use more of this. You gotta use more of your palm and
it's like a push. It's like a
push.
Yeah, it's like a hard push because you gotta get through their sternum. You gotta get to their rib cage to their heart. Yeah, bro, it ain't.
Well, what y'all choke here? Woo, Jesus.
Well, looks like we're all dying here on Hot 97 News today.
If it's up to me, I'll mourn you.
Jesus.
Anywho, speaking of the airport, TSA confiscated a lot of money at Hartsfield-Jackson.
So did y'all know y'all have to report a certain amount of money that you ride with on the airport? Like, at the airplanes?
I don't ride with that much money.
You know how much it is?
Yeah, it's 10,000.
10,000, bro. Why do they do that? I was trying to figure that out.
You got to do that with a bank too. If you get anything over $10,000 directed to your bank account, that's flagged.
They think you're a drug dealer if you take it through a plane.
Yeah,
for sure.
Red flag. 10,000. Anything. If I get a deposit for $10,000, red flag.
Or a human trafficker. There's a reason that you have this money coming this way, and it's probably not good. That's why they do
anything over 10. So they tell you to separate it. So if you travel with more than $10,000 and you're traveling with more than one person, you say like, hey, here's 5 for you, here's 5 for you. Like, you separate it up.
But I swear, I went to Mexico and came back, and you had to declare anything over like $800 or something like that in like equipment or something.
Yes, because then they think you're bringing it back here to sell.
Dang.
It's wild, bro.
Damn, how you know all this,
I be doing my research, man.
Research.
Ooh,
dang,
wow.
I can't just know information. That's
about
crazy.
crime. You know, like in-depth, in detail information about crimes that no real person should know. And it's like a variety of crimes.
Well, I like crimes.
Okay. All right.
I watch a lot of TV too.
Okay.
A lot.
You never know who you sitting beside.
That's crazy.
That's what I
That's crazy.
I heard.
Okay, so the U.S. Customs and Border Protection said that officers in Atlanta have seized more than $372,000 in unreported currency. So people are trying to get onto the airport, trying to go through the airport with more than $10,000 cash sometimes, and they get stopped up. You have to report that you have $10,000 or more. So CBP said that 24 travelers in Atlanta's airport failed to report the full amount of cash they were carrying, leading to seizures. So some of these people had $44,000 in cash on them. One of these people was trying to go to Mexico, El Salvador. Another person had $32,000 from an Indian citizen. It was an Indian citizen. He was trying to go to the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, and another guy, it says he was trying to go to Qatar, and he had $30,000 on him. So they season this money up, man. Please make sure that you are reporting everything. I can't imagine me just trying to take this cash out, and then they tell me, "Oh wait, hold up there, partner. You can't do that."
I was like, you know what? I hope somebody watching has 10,000 to take through the airport. Amen. I mean, because you ain't got to tell me. Not a problem. Don't make my bank account worse.
He said, "You ain't got to tell me."
Real quick though, so what the government will do is they'll hold it. So they'll hold it for a little bit. You could try and fight and get it back. The person has to actually file a claim. They actually got to go to court about it.
Crazy.
Imagine if you was only here for like one trip or something like that. Your money dang near cooked. It's dang near gone for the most part. Overall, I think they said throughout the years of them doing this, they've got over $100 million off of this.
Man.
Just pulling from people, just pulling.
That's literally robbery.
Robbery.
That's real talk.
And here's the biggest question: where is that money going?
Let me see.
Because you can't just seize money and hold it. You can't just take the money. You have to do something with it. You have to like either give it back to the government. You have to give it back to the state. You have to do something with the money. You can't just seize it and be like, "Hey, we got $100 million."
Just like in like a processing.
You got to do something with it.
In the closet. That's crazy.
Got to do something with it.
Wow. So it says if the person tries to go to court, they'll hold it for them. But if the person fights in it and they lose it or something like that, the government keeps it for forfeiture. The money is officially moved into federal funds.
They just jacked it up.
Bro, just took your money,
They put it in the Treasury forfeiture fund.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Made a come up off of. Made a come
Robbing
up.
people legally.
Wow. 10,000, over 10,000, bro. And imagine how many of these rich people, super rich people, are flying in from these big places in general, though.
Imagine they use that money and beautify a road.
Hello.
Or like build a housing complex.
Hello.
Or actually do something.
You already stealing it. You might as well use it for the good.
For the community. Boy, these people are so backwards.
That's wild. That's wild to me, bro.
That's crazy. But you know, 10 grand that take you far in Mexico.
And what? Take you far in Colombia too, boy.
Look,
10 grand, you're
live like a king.
Boy, beyond a king. $10,000 in Colombia, you could literally be. I mean, you could have a house as big as this building.
Really?
Oh, bro, it's ridiculous.
I wish I could tell y'all because I don't want to tell y'all the building. This is a big building. That's a big building.
Yeah, it's what, this building?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is big.
Wait, you're saying 10,000 just alone, $10,000?
Yeah, because the currency rate is like super low out there. Like I don't like to say cheap because that's rude and that's disrespectful. And it's very inexpensive to live in Colombia. If you go out there with $1,000 for a month, man,
oh my God,
you're set. You give people 200 pesos or something like that, bruh, they would almost want to kiss your feet.
Really?
And that's like $10.
It's like $10.
What?
Yeah.
Dang, bro. I gotta tell you, bro. I gotta get out of the country.
You do.
It's absurd.
Yeah.
It's absurd, bro.
Go to one of those.
How much? So how much are you bringing with you to Mexico?
When I go?
Yeah.
Probably like $500.
That's it?
But I'm staying on a resort, so I really don't need no money.
Wedding. Talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you looking at?
I was just looking up the currency rate for Colombia real quick. I just wanted to make sure I knew what it was.
I feel like 200 pesos.
Oh, so it's 3,000. So 3,584 pesos is $1.
Whoa.
In Colombia?
In Colombia.
Look it up in Mexico.
$1 is 3,584 Colombian pesos.
200 was like either $10 or it was.
You take $1,000 to Colombia, 3.5 million.
Oh my
Colombian pesos.
God.
Uh-huh.
What are we doing here? So I could just move out there?
Yes, and be rich.
You could, you have to probably learn how to speak the language, but that's why there are a lot of expats.
So-
Oh my God, like if you go on vacation, people will literally spend like a chunk of the year in Mexico or one of these countries because it's so cheap to live. You only have to afford U.S. prices for part of the year. If your job can handle it, just move. Like I know truckers will say like, I'll just work real hard for 6 months and then 6 months just be somewhere else where I could just live like a king.
What?
So in Mexico, a dollar is $17 pesos. So one U.S. dollar is 17 pesos, Mexican pesos.
Yeah.
But Colombian is 3,000 Colombian
crazy.
pesos, bro. You're living like, when I say a dollar was stretched out there, bro.
Crazy.
Mm.
In the meantime, here in Atlanta, a person asleep behind a wheel led to shots fired in Cobb County.
Yeah, so apparently there's a guy in Cobb County that fell asleep behind a wheel during, I think he was in front of a light. So what the police officers ended up doing, they went and checked on the guy. They pulled the police car in front of him, and then they had a fire truck come behind them and kind of put them in a blockade situation. And so the guy was not actually complying when he did wake him up, when the officer did end up waking him up. So then bro ends up reversing, hitting the fire truck, then driving forward, almost hitting the police officer. The officer, thank God, gets out of the way, but he shot a couple of he shot a couple of rounds into the car, but eventually the guy ended up getting away completely. Yes, the guy ended up getting away completely. They're still on the lookout for him. They don't necessarily know if the guy that was driving the SUV at the time, he got shot in the midst of it, but he got away. The officer is okay, and it's just sad because I look at these officers like it's one of the most dangerous jobs out here. Like it really is, and I don't think people take that into account. Like we have our kids calling these officers pigs at the age of like 7 years old. I used to call officers pigs, not necessarily knowing exactly what they were doing. They're just protecting society, but yet they could die at any moment. It's crazy.
Some of them do have a complex, but I do agree that like overall the job itself is a hard, dangerous job no matter what.
What complex are you trying to say there?
A God complex. I'm above everybody complex. I can kill anybody I want to complex because I'm a cop and I can get away with it. That's what kind of complex.
I can order you around, tell you to do anything I tell you to do, and even if it's like against the it's some of them,
But this dude was sleeping though. Have you ever been woken up while you sleep in your car?
I have.
It's a scary situation, bro. You ain't. Regardless of who knocking on that window, dog, you want to bounce.
Especially if you wake up and you're seeing that you're already blockaded. Bruh. You're already blockaded at the light. But at the same time, it's like to freak out like that is kind of crazy.
I mean, because you said they tried to block him in. And he just hit both and shimmied out of there. That's crazy. And he was in a Mercedes?
He was in a nice little Mercedes SUV.
That is not Mercedes SUV behavior.
Nah, not at all.
That's crazy. He must have thought he was dreaming.
Yeah, that's what it was. He probably got to his house, woke up and like, dang, that was crazy. Looked outside like, oh, that wasn't a dream. God.
Just like the Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, everything was fine. Everything was great.
He looked downstairs. I'm talking about total mess.
The fact that he got away, though, I mean, that's crazy.
No, that's crazier. Interesting. Meanwhile, isn't this a story we've been trying to talk about for quite some time? The Beltline. Yeah. The Beltline keeps on expanding, y'all. There is a new Beltline trail, apparently.
Yeah, so Atlanta is opening a new part of the Beltline. Will, can you go ahead and pull up the map that we got right now? The other one?
Is that the map?
He just put up the portion.
Sorry. Okay. Who made this?
So the new section is supposedly here to help connect the Beltline, Glenwood Park area to other parts of the Beltline, and it is also it also finishes the full 2.5 mile southeast trail from the Krog Street Tunnel to the Boulevard Southeast. So the Beltline is currently 14.8 miles long. I have never tried to walk the full Beltline. I felt like I got to the end of it. I didn't know it was this long though.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you look at it, you could pull up the close up right now, Will. that's just a little portion of what they got, and they're planning on building it more. I think they said they're trying to get to 17.9 miles overall in the paved trail in the next coming years. In June, I think they said they're going to open up a couple more trails. But I'm just like, bro, I don't think the Beltline needs to be expanded anymore.
Yeah, I'm good. They done already messed it up, turned it into a club.
Can you pull up the whole thing again? Because I can't really see. It's like, any chance you can expand that? You know, my eyes are bad. I can't see. I got contacts in. Okay, so it's at the bottom.
The bottom left, so
left?
it's the south. Yep, so it's called the Southeast Trail that they just opened
Oh,
up.
bottom right. Okay,
Right,
okay,
bottom
okay,
right.
okay,
My fault,
over
my
here.
fault. Yeah, bottom right,
Okay.
Southeast Trail.
Oh,
right
so they
there.
really did just. I'm now seeing what you guys are probably seeing because I can see now. So they really getting this thing done.
It is really big though. It's like a trail. It's like a 285 trail.
It literally, yeah,
Like,
it's
a
285.
285 for walking.
And that's what I'm saying. They put millions of dollars into this, y'all. Like this is no easy feat that they actually achieved. And the fact that I don't know, I just don't think it needs to get. We don't need to be putting more dollars into this.
Here's the thing: nobody uses them other parts of the Beltline. We only use one part. That's from Ponce to the skate park. Maybe a little bit past. Wait, no, from Ponce all the way down to Lady Bird. A little bit past Lady Bird.
Lady Bird.
Other than that, don't nobody use any. That Beltline don't get used past all that.
But it is packed out though. They report that like millions of people on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, are at the Beltline
for sure,
all the time.
for sure.
Especially since the sun is out now, it's popping, it's going crazy, bro. It's packed out.
It is.
I understand why they're trying to expand, but I'm saying like, yo, chill, just chill.
Well, I heard yesterday that Jonathan Majors and what's his wife?
Megan Good.
Megan Good. They were on the Beltline yesterday.
Wow.
Come on.
I mean, that's the thing about the Beltline that I do enjoy. You always gonna run into somebody you know, one. Number two, you always gonna see, a little celebrity spotting, every once in a while. No, y'all don't be seeing none of this?
I don't see none of that.
Oh, you guys are
celebrities.
You live in a movie.
I'm sorry.
No, hey. We're gonna just be waving at people.
I do.
You don't know nobody.
I know everybody. I know a lot of people.
You do seem to know
I know a lot of people.
Okay.
Is the Beltline like our Times Square?
No.
I've only been to Times Square once, and I hated it.
Times Square is like, ugh.
Yeah, I hated it.
I feel like the Beltline is like, I don't even know what you could compare it to.
Me neither, because I've never been to anything like it.
It's clean right now. But remember, they're talking about building homeless shelters near there, or affordable housing.
I mean, there's
near there.
They've done two or three clubs. They've done 2 or 3 DJ sets under those bridges now.
I guess what I don't understand, can you pull that map back up? I've never understood, because they keep saying that they want to connect it all and blah, 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 but at the same time, who is the other one? I'm sorry. Who's going
Them other
around
places.
the whole thing? Like, you're
It's a long
never,
walk.
if I gotta get from the east side of it to the west side, I'm not using the Beltline. I'm driving.
We driving.
Real talk. And again, it's 17.9 miles they're talking about.
Shoot, we gotta go, man. I didn't even realize it. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for hanging out and talking to us in the commercials. Oh, they don't know what camera point at. Well, so we gotta go. We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all. That's
Let's
it.
go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Where are you supposed to be?
Oh, I'm you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where's my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
The voice and attitude you love, now on your screen.
I love this.
Nessa brings her unfiltered energy, real talk, and celebrity interviews from the radio to your TV. It's the same Nessa you know. Bold, funny, and always keeping it real. Catch Nessa, now on TV.
Damn, that was deep right now.
Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. and Fridays at 7 p.m. Only on Hot 97 TV.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. First, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
this sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.